All right, so I had a question that I thought of with this batch. Let me show you what the batch looks like now. All right, so we've given it our 30 minutes, and our honey is very, very liquid. I'm just using the little bag in here so I don't make a mess. It's easier for me to clean up. But here's my question. So it doesn't matter that we're on direct heat because we don't want to burn it like in a pan.
It's the temperature that's doing it.
It's just the temperature. That 350 is what opens up the sugar.
Well, and it's not just the sugar. There's a lot of proteins and enzymes that are actually preserving the honey, and that's what makes it difficult for the yeast to really digest the honey and quickly ferment it.
Which is why we have to add in like yeast nutrients and things to kind of get it over that initial.
So what we're doing is we're denaturizing. That is, we're breaking down and destroying the proteins. A lot like when an egg is cooked, the egg white changes from clear to white.
Right.
The proteins unravel and they no longer work the same way.
Okay.
And so what we're doing is we're doing that to all the enzymes and the proteins to just destroy what naturally preserves the honey. But we need to do this because that's going to make it to where the yeast is going to be able to react faster.
Okay, and then I want to show somebody the water that we're going to add because you had a point to that. So I used this container for my honey, and so you said that's the volume of water that we need.
Yeah, I just filled it with reverse osmosis water. You could use distilled, or you could actually just use a reputable spring water, but don't use something
bottled is fine, no chlorine.
No chlorine. Stay away from chlorine.
And because we're going to boil it, it doesn't matter if this has a cadmium tablet in it because we're going to boil it, kill any yeast that's in there anyway.
Absolutely. We're killing all the natural stuff.
So I use this size container for my honey, so I'm going to use this size container for my non-chlorinated water.
Yep.
This is also a great step when you add your honey from the same thing because you're going to get every last drop out of that container.
Absolutely. We're just going to make sure that we've got that in there.
Perfect.
And the problem here is we're probably at a point now where it's at about 200 degrees.
Okay.
And so we want to just add
Do we
the
need
water.
to stir it or just leave
I'm
Perfect.
a little ahead of me there.
I got too many questions. I love this process. Anybody that watches the channel knows how much I love the spoon. That's the best part. And so now that it's been at high for that 30 minutes, we're going to leave it at high, and then we're going to let this come up to...
And I've stirred it
Perfect.
in here so that we've got a good mix. By the way, here, taste it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's good. That's good. It's funny because it has a lot more... It's more flavorful.
Yeah, it's got a caramel element.
It's a caramel element. It's Oh, that's going to be good. All right, so we're going to leave it on high, and we're just waiting to watch this to come to a boil. I know this is going to be a long series, but stick with us because there's just so much to this whole style that I didn't know. And, well, we got an expert, so stick with us and come back for part 3.